From 1976 to 1978, Bionic Woman captured imaginations with its futuristic action, emotional storytelling, and the unforgettable Jamie Summers, brilliantly portrayed by Lindsay Wagner. As one of television's first true female superheroes, she inspired millions and broke new ground in science fiction. Alongside her, the talented cast brought to life thrilling adventures that made the series a cult classic. But nearly 5 decades later, many fans still wonder what happened to the stars once the show ended. In 2025, some have enjoyed long careers in film and television, others stepped away from Hollywood for quieter lives, and a few left us with legacies that still shine today. Join us as we reveal where the cast of The Bionic Woman is now, then, versus today. Richard Anderson was born on August 8, 1926, in Long Branch, New Jersey, and he was 50 years old when he began portraying Oscar Goldman in The Bionic Woman in 1976. Goldman's role as the calm, strategic overseer of bionic agents required a mix of authority, empathy, and subtle menace, and Anderson's disciplined, understated performance grounded the show's more fantastical elements. His childhood was shaped by the Depression-era struggles of his family, forcing him to develop resilience, patience, and a quiet intelligence to navigate scarcity and social pressures. Anderson's career spanned decades, from military service in World War II to character roles in major films and television, and while he cultivated a reputation for professionalism, whispers of personal scandals, including rumored affairs and disagreements with co-stars, occasionally surfaced in Hollywood circles. His career was not without setbacks. Negotiating dual network contracts and maintaining continuity across series created both professional friction and tension, with producers highlighting the precarious position of veteran actors in the evolving television landscape. Off-screen, Anderson endured personal challenges, including 2 divorces and the emotional demands of maintaining privacy in an industry fascinated by celebrity. Despite these hurdles, he remained a respected figure, mentoring younger actors and navigating the entertainment world with discretion and tenacity. He passed away on August 31, 2017, at age 91 from natural causes in Beverly Hills, leaving an estate valued at approximately $15 million, largely from savvy investments, residuals, and decades of steady work. Beyond the material wealth, Anderson's legacy lies in the poise, intellect, and authority he brought to his roles, demonstrating that a measured professional presence could leave a lasting mark on popular culture while navigating the perils and pressures of Hollywood life. Ford Rainey, born August 8, 1908 in Mountain Home, Idaho, stepped into the role of Jim Elgin in 1976 at age 68, portraying the steadfast and protective adoptive father of Jamie Summers in The Bionic Woman. Rainey's Elgin was the embodiment of moral integrity, patience, and quiet strength, serving as both a grounding presence for the high-octane action sequences and an emotional anchor for viewers. Behind the scenes, Rainey's life was marked by layers of complexity and resilience forged during a challenging childhood in a modest rural household where his parents struggled financially, and emotional expression was often discouraged, forcing him to internalize his feelings and develop a deep sense of self-reliance. His long career, spanning decades of film, television, and stage, frequently cast him as authority figures, leveraging his commanding presence and disciplined demeanor honed from his service as a Coast Guard officer in World War II. Yet Rainey's personal life was not without sorrow. While he maintained a reputation for professionalism and avoided public scandal, his family endured tragedy when his son Robert was brutally murdered in 2012 in a still unsolved crime, an event that cast a long shadow over Rainey's legacy. Professionally, he faced the typical frustrations of Hollywood, including roles being cut, delayed, or shelved due to network politics or shifting audience tastes. and he navigated an industry often indifferent to aging character actors. Despite these challenges, he cultivated a life of relative stability, investing modestly in real estate and maintaining a disciplined approach to wealth management. Rainey passed away on July 25, 2005, at age 96 from a stroke, leaving an estate valued at approximately $1 to $2 million, a testament to a lifetime of steady, principled work, a devotion to craft, and an enduring influence on the television landscape, demonstrating that quiet professionalism can leave a lasting cultural imprint, even amid personal and familial tragedy. Martha Scott, born September 22, 1912 in Jamesport, Missouri, was 64 when she portrayed Helen Elgin, the wise, nurturing, and emotionally centered foster mother to Jamie Summers in The Bionic Woman. Helen's character was a stabilizing force amidst the high-tech espionage of the series, and Scott's performance brought grace, authority, and a lived-in authenticity to the role, reflecting her own disciplined and resilient upbringing. Born into a family marked by economic struggle and her father's alcoholism, Scott experienced a childhood that demanded responsibility and emotional maturity, lessons that later informed her ability to portray complex maternal figures with depth and subtlety. Her career was distinguished by an Oscar nomination for Our Town and significant roles in epics like Ben-Hur and The Ten Commandments, yet she had to navigate Hollywood's entrenched studio system, ageism, and gendered barriers, often balancing opportunities for prestige roles with the realities of limited creative control. Though she avoided public scandal, Scott occasionally faced behind-the-scenes disputes over casting compensation and creative direction, demonstrating a steadfast commitment to her principles. Personally, she invested deeply in the arts, beyond acting, co-founding the Plumstead Theatre Company and mentoring younger actors, a pursuit that demanded both strategic acumen and emotional labor. Her life, while professionally disciplined, was not untouched by sorrow as she contended with the gradual loss of contemporaries and the pressures of sustaining artistic relevance over decades. Scott passed away on May 28, 2003 at age 90 from natural causes, leaving an estate valued at approximately $5 million, a reflection of her enduring success, careful financial stewardship, and lasting impact on both stage and screen, preserving a legacy of artistic integrity, mentorship, and unwavering professionalism amidst the often turbulent world of Hollywood. Christopher Stone, born October 4, 1940 in Manchester, New Hampshire, played Chris Williams, the devoted and emotionally perceptive love interest of Jamie Summers in The Bionic Woman in 1976 at age 36. His character exuded charm, intelligence, and moral integrity, creating a rare counterbalance to Summers' superhuman strength and lending emotional depth to a series celebrated for action and adventure. Stone's real life was similarly layered. He experienced a turbulent youth marked by familial instability and early exposure to Hollywood's pressures, which he met with ambition and charm, but also private anxiety. Professionally, while respected, he endured the pitfalls of typecasting and the unpredictable dynamics of television fame, struggling to secure leading roles beyond cult favorites and horror classics. His marriage to actress Dee Wallace, though celebrated publicly, was not without tension. Long shooting schedules, financial pressures, and industry gossip tested the union's endurance. And Stone occasionally faced criticism for being controlling or exacting on set. The most significant blow to his career came with inconsistent casting choices and missed opportunities in mainstream cinema, which left him tethered to niche projects despite critical recognition. Tragically, he died of a heart attack on October 20, 1995 at age 55, curtailing a life of potential and ambition. At the time of his death, his estate was valued between $1 to $2 million, reflecting a career built on enduring cult roles rather than blockbuster success. And his memory endures as a talented actor whose personal and professional life was a quiet mixture of achievement challenges and the untold pressures of Hollywood relationships and expectations. Jack Kelly, born September 16, 1927 in New York City, was 49 when he appeared as Charles Keyes in The Bionic Woman, 1976, portraying a suave, politically connected figure whose charisma and calculated precision mirrored Kelly's own lifelong ability to navigate both entertainment and civic spheres. Keyes was confident, manipulative at times, and emblematic of the intersection between power and persuasion, providing a counterweight to the heroism of Jamie Summers, while reflecting the more morally ambiguous elements of society. Kelly's upbringing was complicated. Raised during the Great Depression in a working-class household, he faced economic precarity and frequent familial tension, which instilled in him both ambition and a keen understanding of personal branding skills that served him well in Hollywood. Professionally, he experienced both soaring successes, including his iconic role as Bart Maverick, and periods of decline, struggling with typecasting and the limitations imposed on actors as they aged. He faced rumors and whispers regarding his private life, including high-profile divorces and discreet romantic entanglements, though none escalated into public scandal. Kelly later transitioned into local politics as mayor of Huntington Beach, California, an unusual pivot that reflected both a desire for stability and a recognition of his enduring public appeal. He contended with personal losses, health challenges, and the occasional professional disappointment, all while leveraging his dual careers in acting and civic leadership. Kelly died on November 7, 1992, at age 65 from a stroke, leaving an estate valued at $2 to $4 million, drawn from both his entertainment career and political endeavors. His story demonstrates the delicate balance between charisma, professional adaptability, and personal perseverance, illustrating how Hollywood veterans can reinvent themselves beyond the screen while still leaving an enduring mark on popular culture. Martin E. Brooks was born Martin Baum on November 30, 1925 in New York City, and he was 50 years old when he took on the role of Dr. Rudy Wells in The Bionic Woman in 1976. As the genius behind the bionic technology, Wells was portrayed with warmth, ethical complexity, and occasional vulnerability, reflecting Brooks's own depth as an actor who had endured wartime service as a decorated JW-2 paratrooper, an experience that imbued him with a profound understanding of human resilience and moral ambiguity. Brooks's childhood was marked by financial hardship, familial instability, and a sense of social isolation that compelled him to seek refuge in performance and intellectual pursuits. His professional life included extensive stage work and television appearances, yet he faced repeated challenges in Hollywood, including typecasting, the pressure of playing the same character across 2 networks, and negotiating creative control in an industry often hostile to actors asserting autonomy. While he avoided major public scandals, Brooks's personal life contained quieter struggles, failed relationships, the balancing act of mentorship and career, and the constant challenge of maintaining relevance in a rapidly changing entertainment landscape. His dedication to craft extended to co-running an acting school in Los Angeles, shaping the next generation of performers while continuing to work on high-profile projects. Brooks died of natural causes on December 7, 2015, at age 90 in Studio City, California, leaving an estate estimated between $2 to $3 million, a modest sum, reflecting his focus on artistry over accumulation. His impact is measured less in financial terms than in the depth and integrity he brought to his characters, his mentorship of aspiring actors, and the ethical nuance he imparted to the portrayal of a scientist wrestling with the responsibilities of creation and human consequences, leaving an indelible mark on television history. Renee Assa, born November 15, 1944 in Cairo, Egypt, was 32 when he appeared as an attendant in The Bionic Woman in 1976, providing brief yet memorable moments of tension and mystique that enriched the series' world. Though minor, Assa's character added an exotic and enigmatic flavor to the show, underscoring the drama surrounding Jamie Summers' missions. His childhood was shaped by displacement and adversity. Growing up in Egypt during political unrest, Assa witnessed instability loss and the constant pressure to adapt in a turbulent environment, experiences that informed his often intense screen presence and ability to convey layered emotion even in small roles. His career was a steady if modest series of supporting parts in television and film, including Baywatch Deep Cover and Quantum Leap, but he faced repeated typecasting as the foreign or mysterious figure, limiting opportunities for leading roles. Assa remained private, avoiding Hollywood scandals, yet the industry's subtle biases and systemic obstacles constrained his trajectory, making financial security a constant concern. Personal life challenges included navigating cultural displacement, professional marginalization, and maintaining family connections while traveling for work. Assa succumbed to lung cancer on March 10, 2002, in Los Angeles at age 57, leaving behind a modest estate valued between $500,000 and $1 million, a reflection of consistent yet understated work. Despite a career that never reached stardom, Assa's dedication, exotic presence, and quiet professionalism left a subtle imprint on audiences, embodying the struggles of actors who illuminate screens without ever commanding the spotlight, a testament to perseverance amid the unforgiving currents of Hollywood. Don Porter, born September 24, 1912 in Miami, Oklahoma, was 64 when he stepped into the role of Dr. James Courtney in The Bionic Woman in 1976, portraying a wise and measured scientist whose calm intellect guided Jamie Summers through her transformations and missions. Courtney's steady moral compass and authoritative presence made him a grounding force amid the show's high-tech chaos, earning admiration from fans who saw in him both paternal warmth and professional brilliance. Porter's childhood was shaped by hardship and resilience. Growing up in a small, struggling family during the Great Depression, he faced financial deprivation, an alcoholic father, and constant pressure to conform to societal expectations, experiences that instilled in him a quiet discipline and an ability to mask vulnerability. His career was marked by early struggles in radio and stage acting, navigating the unforgiving entertainment industry with perseverance. He faced frequent rejections and was typecast in supporting roles despite a commanding presence. Off-screen, Porter was known for his meticulous professionalism, yet colleagues occasionally remarked on his stubborn insistence on creative control, which led to tense moments on set, though never escalating into public scandal. Personal life challenges included a demanding marriage and the grief of losing close friends from the war and theater events that shaped his reflective, sometimes solitary nature. He endured the deaths of siblings and battled lingering health issues in later years, confronting mortality with the same stoicism he brought to his roles. Porter passed away on February 11, 1997, at age 84 in Beverly Hills. His estate, valued between $3 to $5 million, reflected decades of steady work in film, television, and stage, a testament to a career built on reliability, craft, and quiet perseverance that left a lasting impression on both colleagues and audiences. Jennifer Darling, born June 19, 1946 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, took on the role of Peggy Callahan in 1976 at age 30, bringing to life the intelligent, sharp-witted, and emotionally grounded secretary to Oscar Goldman. Callahan's character was both an anchor for the series' logistical and strategic elements and a source of humor and warmth, balancing the tension of bionic missions with human relatability. Darling's early life was a study in resilience. Born into a working-class family with financial instability and frequent relocations due to her father's precarious employment, she learned adaptability, independence, and emotional self-sufficiency from a young age. Professionally, Darling carved a diverse path across stage, screen, and voice acting, becoming a pioneer in English-language dubbing of Japanese anime and voicing dozens of beloved animated characters while simultaneously navigating the relentless pressures of Hollywood. Her perfectionism and relentless work ethic sometimes led to friction with co-stars and directors, and rumors of on-set conflicts, though never publicly scandalous, added a layer of tension to her otherwise admirable career. Darling remained single for much of her life, focusing on her craft and mentoring younger actors, and she was known for cultivating a small, loyal circle of close friends. Her dedication occasionally resulted in personal sacrifices, including strained family relationships and missed opportunities for more high-profile roles, yet she maintained an unwavering commitment to artistic integrity. Now retired and living quietly at 79, she enjoys a measured life outside the limelight, with an estimated net worth of $3 to $5 million derived from decades of diversified work, voice acting royalties, and theatrical ventures, a reflection of her adaptability, persistence, and ability to sustain a creative career while maintaining personal discretion amid Hollywood's pressures and rumors. Henry King Kingi, born December 2, 1943 in Los Angeles, was 34 when he played the Inca warrior in The Bionic Woman in 1978. A physically imposing figure whose raw strength and daring stunts mirrored Kingi's real-life reputation as one of Hollywood's most fearless stuntmen. The Inca warrior embodied tension, danger, and exotic intrigue, giving the series bursts of adrenaline while highlighting the versatility and toughness of its supporting cast. Kingi's childhood was complex and challenging. Born into a multicultural family of Native American, African American, European, and Japanese descent, he faced racial prejudice and economic hardship in mid-century Los Angeles, navigating a society that marginalized his talents while cultivating his skills in martial arts and performance. His career path was fraught with danger both physically and politically. He co-founded the Black Stuntmen's Association to challenge Hollywood discrimination and protect minority stunt performers. But in doing so, he often clashed with producers and risked blacklisting. Personal life turbulence included a brief marriage to Bionic Woman star Lindsay Wagner, ending quietly amid rumored tensions and professional rivalries, while ongoing demands of a high-risk career strained subsequent relationships. Kingi also battled injuries, grueling schedules, and the constant fear of career-ending accidents, challenges that made him both respected and feared within the stunt community. As of 2025, Kingi is 81 and remains active in stunt coordination, mentorship, and industry advocacy. His net worth is estimated at $5 to $7 million, accrued through decades of daring work stunt choreography and the careful leveraging of his reputation for skill and reliability. His legacy is defined by trailblazing courage, unyielding professionalism, and the quiet defiance of Hollywood's systemic barriers, cementing him as both a pioneer and a living legend in action performance. Lee Majors, born April 23, 1939 in Wyandotte, Michigan, took on the role of Colonel Steve Austin in The Bionic Woman in 1976 at age 37, reprising the iconic Bionic Man who was stoic, determined, and often emotionally conflicted. Austin's character was a paragon of heroism, blending superhuman abilities with a deeply human vulnerability, making him a cultural symbol of the era and a magnetic figure in Jamie Summers' storyline. Majors' own life mirrored drama and resilience. Orphaned at a young age, he endured a difficult childhood marked by instability and the pressure to succeed despite limited familial support, cultivating a private intensity and occasional moodiness that would shape both his career and personal relationships. Professionally, Majors faced numerous challenges. He suffered a severe football injury in his youth, was typecast for decades as the rugged action hero, and endured a long publicized divorce from Farrah Fawcett, a saga filled with tabloid speculation about infidelity, manipulation, and emotional turbulence. Known for his fiery temperament on set, he reportedly clashed with producers and co-stars, adding tension to his otherwise polished image. And his greatest professional setback came when his post-Bionic Woman projects struggled to find audiences, including ill-fated series that were cancelled rapidly despite strong fan anticipation. Majors' personal life was equally volatile, marked by 4 marriages, health crises, including heart surgery in 2003, and an ongoing struggle to balance fame with privacy. Despite these trials, at 86, he maintained a commanding presence in television and film, surviving the pressures of Hollywood's relentless scrutiny. His current net worth is estimated at $15 million, derived from decades of acting royalties and savvy investments, while his legacy blends cultural iconography, personal resilience, and the unvarnished realities of life behind the bionic mask. Robbie Rist. Born April 4, 1964, in La Mirada, California, was just 12 when he played Andrew in The Bionic Woman, 1976, a role that allowed him to channel a precocious intelligence and emotional sensitivity rarely seen in child actors of the era. Andrew was clever, inquisitive, and frequently a source of both tension and comic relief, reflecting the complex balance between youthful curiosity and the dangers surrounding Jamie Summers' high-tech missions. Rist's own childhood was far from idyllic. He navigated the pressures of early fame on the Brady Bunch, while contending with the insecurity and isolation inherent in being a child actor in Hollywood, where the line between work and personal life often blurred, and where criticism could be merciless. Professionally, Rist endured the ups and downs of post-child star life, including brief stints of underemployment and the challenges of being typecast, while also contending with the occasional friction on set, though he largely avoided scandal. His most significant career struggle came with transitioning from on-screen child roles to voice acting, which demanded reinvention and persistence. Personally, he has been candid about the loneliness and identity crises that accompanied early fame, as well as the pressures of navigating adult relationships while still carrying a public persona molded by childhood work. Despite these challenges, Rist carved a niche in voice acting and music with notable contributions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and indie film scores. Today, at 61, he leads a vibrant, if unconventional career, with a net worth estimated around $300,000, largely derived from enduring cult followings and ongoing creative projects. His story is a testament to the resilience required to maintain a career in Hollywood after the intense pressures of child stardom, blending artistic versatility with personal honesty in a way few peers have publicly embraced. Lindsay Wagner was born on June 22, 1949, in Los Angeles, California, and she was 27 years old when she assumed the groundbreaking role of Jamie Summers in The Bionic Woman in 1976. Jamie was not just a television character. She became a cultural touchstone, a symbol of female empowerment, combining physical prowess, emotional vulnerability, and moral integrity in a way that resonated deeply with audiences of the 1970s. Wagner's own life mirrored the resilience of her character. Born into a family struggling with instability and parental discord, she experienced emotional neglect and early social ridicule due to her dyslexia, often hiding her difficulties from classmates and teachers, which fueled a determination that would later define her career. Off-screen, her path was marked by triumphs and controversies alike. Her Emmy-winning performance could not shield her from the hazards of Hollywood. She endured grueling stunt work that left her permanently scarred, navigated studio politics that frequently marginalized women, and faced typecasting that threatened to pigeonhole her career. In her personal life, Wagner experienced 4 marriages, each fraught with turbulence and relationships that often became fodder for tabloid speculation. A severe car accident during the production of the series left lasting physical and emotional scars, and later in life, she drew criticism for advocating the controversial MMS health protocol, which ignited debates about celebrity influence and responsibility. Despite these challenges, she channeled her experiences into wellness advocacy, spiritual seminars, and authorship, cultivating a devoted following. Financially, Wagner amassed an estimated net worth of $15 million through acting, public appearances, and entrepreneurial ventures in wellness. Yet, she often lamented the inequities of residual payments and the underappreciation of women in action roles. At 76, her enduring legacy is not simply monetary. It lies in reshaping the portrayal of women on screen, proving that a character could embody both vulnerability and formidable strength, and her life story reflects the complicated interplay of fame, adversity, and personal empowerment. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey through classic television history. If you enjoyed learning about the cast of Bionic Woman and where they are now, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more vintage Hollywood retrospectives, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your memories and suggestions, so let us know which TV show or movie cast you'd like us to feature next.